You got snow? Holy man, looks cold there for that little guy. Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to edit photos on your iPhone. So first off, just want to say there's no wrong way to edit a photo. It's all just preference, what I might like, you may not like. And beginning to edit photos might seem a little intimidating. Well, at least for me it was. But repetition will help a lot. Like if you just keep editing photos, taking pictures, you'll definitely get a lot better. Like I'm not great at editing photos, like I'm all right, but I'm by no means like a professional. I'm just getting a lot better the more I do it, and I notice it in a lot of the photos that I edit. My whole channel is me learning filmmaking and photography, all that kind of stuff. And that's just me like learning it on my iPhone. At some point I do want to get a camera. I just don't feel the need for it right now. This is just me slowly learning all the ins and out of photography and filmmaking. But like I was saying, repetition is key. So like you were waiting around, eating breakfast or something, edit some photos. Anytime you head out, take some pics. Once you get home, edit them up. Anywho, let's get into this. So there are two apps that I use for editing that are definitely worth your time. One is Snapseed, the other is Lightroom, and then there's one more that is like not for editing. It is, but it's more like for effects and stuff. I'm gonna show you that at the very end of the video, so stick around. Best thing about these apps too, they're all free. All right, let's get into this. So I'm gonna screen record and I'll throw it up to you so you could kind of see a bit better what I'm doing. Got a bit of a stuffy nose, that's kind of why I sound weird like this. Anywho, so what you want to do is jump into Snapseed, tap, pick open from device. Let's go. Yeah, I took these pictures of my son. I just bought this little backdrop from Walmart. It wasn't even a backdrop, it was just black cardboard, and I threw it in the back, found a rug, threw him a little outfit on him that his mom got him, and yeah, anyways, so it has these like little templates at the bottom, a bunch of them to choose from. I pick one of these to kind of go off what I'm going for. So like, let's say I wanted to go with a black and white, I'd pick one of the black and white and then I could switch it up from there. I'm not going for that. Let's go pop, pick pop. So you go down here to your tools. What I usually do, I just start from top left, go down through them, whatever one you want to do. So you tune image. So the cool thing about this, you just scroll up and down and left to right. So your brightness, let's go down, bring it brightness down a bit, contrast. I'm gonna go for like an older look, like an old photo. Let's bring let's bring the saturation down since we're going for an older photo look. Ambience, bring that down. 15, negative 15. Highlights, bring it there. Shadows, I like the shadows. So your warmth is it's pretty much like night and day. So like you going left for blue, dark, or like blue nighttime. You go right for like warmth. Looks a little more like sunshine, turns a bit yellow. I like the look of the less, like the negative warmth a lot more. And then yeah, you just hit the little plus, you just hit the little check mark in the bottom right corner, head out back into the rest of the things you can do, pick from here. So like your details, you go structure, let's bring that. Yeah, like you could see how much like it goes from so much detail to barely any detail, which is really sweet. All right, let's go. Like that. Happy with that. All right, so I'm not going to go through every single one of these. Like your curves, you can mess. I'll go through a couple of them quick, but you mess around with your curves, like it helps with your contrast and stuff. I'll leave that. Your white balance, pretty much the same thing as temperature, like the thing I was talking about, warmth. Don't want that. I'm gonna leave that. Cropping is super underrated. I feel like a lot of people just leave it as it is. I think I think you should crop most of your photos just to, you could get exactly the right composition that you want in all of your photos, right? And you could block out all the stuff that you don't want. So let's do crop it there. I think that looks way better than it was before. Like you blocked out these corners here. The rotation is pretty sweet. You can flip it any which way, which is really cool. Let's let's bring them back that way. Okay, so perspective is pretty weird too. Like you could change the way you're looking at it. Like it'll move it around. Really weird. Unless you go too far, then it's like looks weird. But anyways, that's something you could play around with. Expand is also, well, I've already cropped it, so I don't need to do that. But that's for if you have a photo that is just not the way you like it, you could like expand it a bit and it'll fill it in. So like I said, I use this app a lot just because there's so many different things you could do on it. With selective is really good because you could select the backdrop and you could scroll from brightness, contrast to saturation and structure. So like, and then you could, you see how the backdrop is changing? That is exactly what I want to do, is bring it as dark as it could go. And it doesn't change the bottom image here, only the part selected, which is, it's crazy that you could do all this on your iPhone. So I'm gonna keep that like that. Brush, I'm pretty sure all of you know what your brush is. You could fix up things on it. Oh, your healing. So this is pretty well like the same thing. Like let's say I didn't like stuff down here, fix it up. You go right in, fix little things on his face. But yeah, let's leave that. I'm not going into too much detail in this. So what else we got? Healing, landscape, don't need that. Glamour glow is pretty sweet. It's kind of gives it that pretty much exactly what it is. It says glamour glow, like it gives it a bit of a glow, and you could mess around with these and see what you like. You just remember scroll up or down and left to right, and yeah, you go through those. Tonal contrast, I'm gonna leave that. So the one drama is kind of I'll just go into it. So drama, you pick, there's a bunch of different ones you choose from, and then just like before, you could mess around with the filter of it, how much you have on there, the saturation, what you got going on there. I'm gonna leave that. So vintage, so since I'm going for the older photo look, let's go, no, I like that one. And look, you could still go within all of these. Style strength, vignette, happy with that. Okay, grainy film is pretty much what I'm looking for right now. So you literally can change the grain of it. Like if you look in here like that, grain, take the grain off, take the grain up. I'm looking for like an older photo. Let's keep it right there. Style strength. So the style strength is kind of the color of it. Let's leave it like that. Retro Lux, or however you say it. Let's yeah, kind of, you can see there's these things in the back here making it look like that. So I'm going to just leave that. I actually like the way that looks a lot. So grunge, same kind of style as all these ones that I've been going through. I'm gonna leave that. So you got black and white. I'm not going for a black and white. Well, actually that looks pretty sweet. I wasn't going for a black and white, but that actually looks dope. I'm gonna mess around with this. Looks like the photo was kind of just not taken right or overexposed almost. If you do that, which looks kind of dope, turn that grain up a bit more. Sick. So yeah, and then you got like Nor, black and white, pretty much not exactly the same thing. You can mess around with all these. I'm just going through these pretty quick. So, and your head pose is for like a portrait. You can move there, like you can't find it right now because he's laying down, but like if you go through it, it'll like, I don't know, just check it out for yourself. This app is totally free, so I'd recommend downloading it. Lens blur. So this is pretty sweet. You can, the blur strength on the outside, the vignette, either to put it dark or light, make it a lot bigger. I don't want it that bad, and yeah, it just blurs the outside for you. You could also add text here. I don't want text on mine. Oh yeah, in the text too, like you could change there's quite a bit of options here. There's not a ton, which kind of sucks, but there's definitely some. Like when I was first starting out YouTube, I actually I used this app to just make one of my thumbnails. But I'm gonna leave that. Frames, so I'm looking for an older frame. Let's go, no, let's go with that one. Yeah, okay, so once you finish your photo, I recommend going to save a copy, because it'll do this here. It'll go through all this and like change your photo, but also leave your old photo the same how it was. So like I go into my photos here, see, look at this is the photo I just edited, and then this was the original, so it has two of the same here. I also edit all these ones on the same app, but yeah, anyways, so another app I wanted to show you quick, which is really dope, like one of my favorite apps that are for free, is lens distortion. So this was one I was working on before. How about let's try a whole new one, begin a project. Okay, photo I just edited. So with this one, look at, you could add lights in there, and you can mess around with the brightness of the light. You mess around with the opacity. You could move it wherever you want to move it. Like there's a lot of different things. I definitely at one point want to get the full version of it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, like look at all the things that are for free already. You could go through all these lights. Yeah, and the ones down here where it says LD Unlimited, those are the ones you can't use. But yeah, like you got all different kinds of lights here. So soft lights, those are, oh, there's one soft light you could use. There's these, bring these down here, give it a bit of a sparkle in there. These ones. So the rain here too is pretty sweet. Like I would recommend if you're doing a portrait like this. Just looks kind of weird with the rain and snow in there. I'm sure you could mess around with it, bring it real bright and like something like that. Oh yeah, so fogs, pretty sweet. You can move your fogs around. Cloud up there or something. Anyways, this is not the photo I should be showing you this in, but yeah, like if you're doing like a landscape photo or something like that, you could add some clouds in where, let's say you had a tree or something in the way you didn't like, or a mountain, throw some clouds over it. Or you were looking for, it was a rainy day but it doesn't really show in your photo, throw this up. And you could just like I was showing you before, you bring your brightness down on it, your opacity, all that fun stuff. You got snow. Holy man, looks cold there for that little guy. Anyways, yeah, you go through all these. But yeah, like the LD Unlimited, look at, there's so many more options. There are a lot of options on the free one though, so you don't really need it. I don't have it. But yeah, like I edit photos pretty much every day, just trying to get better at it. I do try to edit photos on my computer though. Like I have a free app on my computer. If any of y'all are interested in that, I will show you what app I use to edit my photos on my computer. Yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to go through, and I want to say thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I could definitely make some more videos like this.
smart.